One expense that can grow out of control in many businesses is information technology, or IT. Software subscriptions may have outlived their usefulness, or maybe you no longer need an outsourced provider at the same rate. Perhaps you're using hardware or software which is no longer cost-effective. In any case, here's a systematic way to economize on IT spending. 1. Start by auditing your tech stack. The first step is to understand where you're spending money now. Sometimes IT expenditure grows because of once urgent needs or one-off projects. This results in redundancies, such as multiple applications doing the same thing. Figure out what you have now and what can be cut. This process usually yields some surprises. 2. Align with company strategy. Next, revisit and restate your business goals because they should be in sync with IT decisions. For example, a business growing through online sales must have an effective e-commerce website. And this is a priority over, for example, an HR intranet, which will have less impact on the business goals. 3. Evaluate the IT team. Many businesses use a combination of employees and contractors for IT needs. Contractors are advantageous because they can be employed in peak periods and offer skills not available internally. That said, you may be spending on resources who have outlived their usefulness. Consider utilization rates and the value they are bringing. As priorities change, look at eliminating or consolidating positions to reduce costs. At the same time, create an employment environment where employee turnover is reduced. IT employees are expensive to recruit and train. Competitive salaries, flexible work arrangements, training opportunities, and time for passion projects may help to retain high-performing employees. 4. Reevaluate vendor contracts. Your needs may have changed since you entered contracts with vendors. For example, the number of seats you need or the amount of data storage. Most vendors are open to these conversations and prefer to adjust the scope rather than risk losing the business completely. You may also find software licenses which can be decommissioned because they're past expiration dates or no longer supported. 5. Embrace cloud technology. In almost all cases, applications and data centers are best hosted in the cloud. There are rare exceptions, for example, for legal or regulatory purposes. Migrating to the cloud needs careful planning, but the long-term economic advantages are compelling and involve reducing capital expenditures like servers in favor of operational expenses. 6. Virtualize. Not all applications and databases require their own servers. Using containers, a single server can run multiple applications under a single operating system without compromising performance and security. Likewise, by virtualizing databases, it's possible to query several databases at once without duplicating the data on multiple servers or manually combining databases. The result is increased speed, simplified queries, reduced bandwidth, and less storage. And that means reduced cost. 7. Write off sunk costs and move on. Don't continue investing in solutions or projects that don't provide value. Be decisive and move on, even if that means acknowledging projects have failed. 8. Get help. There's no reason why business leaders should be experts in IT, just like they're not necessarily experts in accounting, tax, or legal affairs. Engage someone who can evaluate your long-term business and IT needs. Then come up with an implementation plan. You may want multiple opinions on this, given the impact of many IT decisions. Maybe it's time to take a look at your IT costs. Thanks for listening. And until next time, see ya!